Whether you're new to yoga or new to breath practice, or maybe you've practiced for a while and wondered, what is the root lock? What is Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha? So this video just explains briefly what really that is. So a good basic breath practice will have you inhale and maybe hold for a few seconds and then exhale, or maybe not even do that. Maybe it's just a brief inhale and then a slower exhale. And all of those are really, really helpful, especially for people who are beginning. But what I'm finding more is people encouraging what they call Kumbhaka. And so the Kumbhaka is essentially a breath hold, or the pausing of the breath. And there's a name for it for the inhale and a name for it for the exhale. I won't get into that very much. But essentially, it has to do with the distribution of prana, or life force. And and it also has to do with the different chakras. And there's just a lot of confusion about these different shifting of energies and stuff. But the main thing that you need to be aware of is that on the inhale, a good yoga practitioner will tell you to squeeze the root lock and then maybe do a chin lock. And so what that does is that holds the prana in your body for a moment, and then of course you exhale. And the chin lock is just nothing really exaggerating. But the chin lock is just basically you just drop the chin, and you should feel like the throat closes a little bit. And so that really isn't much of anything. But then they'll say to squeeze Mula Bandha. And now it shouldn't be anything really, really forceful. But squeezing Mula Bandha is just like you're trying to hold a pea. So it's essentially a kegel. So on an inhale, you take a deep breath in, you expand the lungs, open the shoulder, and then drop the chin, and then try best as possible to squeeze Mula Bandha, which is just generating just that subtle squeezing. And they'll say that your sex organs and your butt and everything, but just a matter of just a subtle lifting. And I'll show it a little different way of feeling it for a second. Now, unfortunately, what I'm finding a lot, and I know that that Joe Dispenza, or whatever his name is, he has his type of breath. And what he will do is he will tell his practitioners to hold the breath in and then squeeze your abdomen in. And that is actually counter to what you might even do in physical exercise. So it's actually somewhat disturbing of your system. If you are to hold the gut in on any Kumbhaka, it should be on the exhale. So anytime you hear someone say squeeze the root lock and then squeeze the abdomen during the inhale, don't pay attention, okay? Because it's just confusing the body. And you might feel great, but it really has nothing to do with the abdomen. It has more to do with the nerves that you're engaging in your deep down into your pelvic area, the deep part of your pelvis. So that is just one thing. So when you squeeze the root lock, it's really just a matter of, this sounds kind of gross, but almost like you're trying to suck something up from the bottom, from the floor. And so that is, but again, it shouldn't be painful. And someone shouldn't be noticing on your face, shouldn't be like saying, oh, they're squeezing their root lock. It's just a general, so we inhale, chin lock, a subtle engagement. And then on the exhale, you let both of them go. Okay? And also what happens with your diaphragm, so this is why you also don't want to engage your core or engage your Uddiyana Bandha on the inhale, is because the diaphragm needs room to expand. So if you are engaging your abdomen on the inhale, the diaphragm can't do its work of expanding. So that's another reason why I don't suggest doing Uddiyana Bandha on an inhale, because again, what you need to do in any sort of inhale is your lungs are expanding, your diaphragm is going to be dropping, so your belly pushes out. So it makes no sense for you to pull your belly in. And even when you think about it, if you're doing crunches, does it make any sense for you to be doing crunches in the inhale? So remember, your crunch is going to be in the exhale, right? So why are you doing it on the inhale? So think about that for a moment. Now, one way I like to teach the Kumbhaka on the exhale is boat pose. And so if you're not a yoga practitioner, boat pose is you're essentially moving yourself back. And yeah, you can lift your feet up, that's fine. But you can keep your feet on the floor and keeping just a subtle distance. Here's the dog. And you're going to rock back just a little bit. And now you should feel your abs engage. Okay? So I like to hold on, because sometimes your thighs get involved in boat pose. So some people will actually feel boat pose more in their thighs. But you want to rock back onto your sit bones to the extent that you feel your core engage. Okay? So that core feeling that you're feeling is what that Uddiyana Bandha is. So it's important for a lot of very difficult yoga poses for you to engage Uddiyana Bandha. And then if you also notice, so if you hold back again, so if you come back again, you engage Uddiyana Bandha, so that basically is the core, but now also engage Mula Bandha, so root lock. So Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha are both engaged here. So that is really how you want to think about the Kumbhaka on the exhale. So again, think about how awkward it is if you're inhaling. It just seems really, really awkward, and it actually is very unnatural. Versus the exhale, you're exhaling all the air out, and so the diaphragm is coming up, and you engage Uddiyana Bandha, so that core, that belly comes in. So think about that the next time you do a yoga practice, and they will tell you, squeeze Mula Bandha. So that's really that subtle lift in the pelvic floor, like you're doing a Kegel. But remember that you don't have to do that. But by all means, do not engage Uddiyana Bandha. So your core should not be holding during an inhale. Okay, so just keep that in mind the next time you do any sort of breath practice.